Hi everyone, Ed Bates again from Kilworth Chiropractic Clinic, and welcome to what I think is our fifth episode in the short series about health. So last week I discussed the second law, which was the law of movement, and I was suggesting basically how and why you should move every single joint or every movable joint every single day. Well, the third law is the law of recuperation. And because the term recuperate obviously means to recover, this ties in very neatly with the law of movement, simply because recuperation is something that is essential for our survival. It is impossible, even for the strongest, the fittest, and the healthiest of people, to be continually moving and on the go on the whole time. And as the proverb goes, all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. It's so true. Basically, working too hard for too long will adversely affect your life and make you dull. It literally will dull your life and dull your senses. And the reason for this is simply because all activities consume energy and power, and these must be replenished at some stage. So your bodies must be given the opportunity to recover and heal. And that process only occurs during periods of inactivity. And we can achieve this in three different ways: rest, recreation, or sleep. Now, by rest, Dr. Fleet literally means taking a breather and having a change of activity. He doesn't just mean go to sleep. So rest can simply mean you getting up from your computer, just going for a short walk. It can mean doing a different kind of activity or a different task, or it can mean just taking a short nap. According to research, we should be taking frequent breaks throughout our working day. Like the research suggests that every 15 to 30 minutes you should be getting up and moving around. Now, a lot of the time we're almost become afraid to take these breaks because we think it's going to either interrupt our concentration or decrease our productivity. Well, the converse is actually true. Without a doubt, if you don't take the time to relax, at some stage, you're going to feel completely used up and your efficiency and productivity will definitely diminish. And this is why tiredness is such an important signal. Feeling tired is literally your body's way of telling you that you're starting to cause harm. So once you feel tired, you should then rest and relax either the entire body or just the part of you that's starting to feel tired. And you should do this really as quickly as you possibly can. Now, sometimes it may just be your brain that needs a break, and this is when recreation can be very, very useful. And whilst recreation is not a substitute for rest and sleep, having a hobby is essential. Now, what is a hobby? A hobby is just something that is fun and enjoyable. It's just different to your normal, mundane, day-to-day activities that we have to do. It's different to your work. It's different to any of normality. And the great thing is, the only requirement is that you just need to enjoy it. We're all different. We all have different interests, different things, float our boat. But your hobby just has to be something that you enjoy doing. It doesn't have to even be exercise-based. It can literally be painting, gardening, cooking, reading, whatever it is. Whatever it is, you just enjoy it from there. And because it uses different parts of your body or different parts of your brain, it has untold benefits. So the moral is simple. Don't just work and work and work and work. You also have to balance that with activities that are fun. And by doing so, you're stimulating different neurons in your brain. And by stimulating different neurons, you're making new connections. And by making new connections, you're forming and making new proteins. And those proteins can help make you and keep you younger and healthier. Now, obviously, at some stage, sleep does become essential. So it's really, really important not to let our recreational activities encroach or come at the expense of your sleep. And that certainly can happen. Who hasn't sort of purged on a Netflix series just to regret it the next morning, The bottom line is sleep is absolutely essential. And going without sleep can eventually cause some pretty nasty side effects. Now, just how much sleep people need, that's an individual matter. Regardless, you should always feel rested. Why is sleep important? Well, in short, it's when the body heals, it's when your body repairs, and it's when your body eliminates all the toxins that you've built up over the course of the day. It's also a time when your conscious mind can rest, which means that any thoughts or problems that you may have had during the day can pass into your subconscious mind, and that becomes the subject of your dreams. And this is why very often, if you've had a problem or something that's sort of been preoccupying you over the previous day or a few days, very often you may awake the next morning with the solution. It's because your subconscious mind has been working on that during the night. Now, there's basically two main things that can cause sleep disturbance. One is physical and the other one's mental. So go back to this, our second law of movement. You need to exert yourself in a physical way during the day. Now, to eliminate the mental causes of insomnia, this is when varying your tasks, taking up your hobby, finding enjoyable things to do becomes important. So to help you sleep better, here are a few simple tips that we can do to help you get a better night's sleep. One, as we said, as we discussed, do different things. 2, make sure you wind down with a hobby. Number 3, you can go for things like a brisk walk or something like that. Number 4, make sure at night before you go to sleep you have a light meal. Don't have something that's really heavy, okay? Because digesting food requires energy. What are we at, 4 or 5? One of those from there. Importantly, ensure that you have really good ventilation in your bedroom. Make sure there's a lot of fresh air in your bedroom. That's important. Also make sure that your bedroom is not too hot. And also a final tip is to make sure any electronics are not anywhere near you. If you have to have your phone beside your bed, make sure it's on airplane mode. Don't be tempted to just be scrolling through onto Facebook and social media. It's not a good thing, and it certainly interrupts your sleep. Anyway, and that, my friends, is the law of recuperation. I hope that was of use, and we'll see you next time. Goodbye.